Hey, you're now in the den with Dr. Jenn. Why are you in the den? To eat, to live, and to thrive, and start thinking about female sexuality outside the box. Today we have Heather Fleming, who is a nutritionist and Pilates instructor who merges higher consciousness and body awareness with nutrition and eating. Heather became passionate about nutrition at a young age as health challenges inspired her to find a better path toward optimal health. She received a Bachelor's of Science in Nutrition, and her path has taken her through a variety of professions to assist her in knowledge of Western and Eastern healing modalities. Her goal? To help clients' bodies function as perfectly as they were intended to. I love that. Welcome.
Well, thank you.
So the name of your company, Conscious Nutrition, what's that mean?
The first idea of the company's mission was for people to just take a breath and just to think before they eat.
Nice.
Our bodies are brilliant, and we just aren't always listening to what they're telling us. So to inspire a healthy relationship and increase awareness with what your body's telling you. Again, they're brilliant. Our bodies don't want to have digestive disturbances, bloating, disease symptoms, headaches. So again, don't go grab a quick fix to push those symptoms away. We want to figure out where the cause is.
Nice. If you take a breath and just slow down and be more mindful, you're actually going to get at the heart of things. Awesome. Yes. Okay, well, a topic kind of connected to this that's gotten a lot of press recently is around emotional eating. And particularly for women, you know, I think there's a lot of connection of emotional eating for women. What's this about? What's going on?
With my clients, I feel food is comfort, of course, and instead of looking at the emotion and trying to maybe understand it and feel it, it's easier to stuff it down. A lot of people use different avenues to stuff it.
Yeah.
Alcohol, you know, cigarettes, nicotine.
Right.
Food is probably one of the most challenging on our body,
Totally.
And it can actually cause a non-alcoholic liver. So, like, for example, the Super Size Me movie, within 21 days, his liver was toxic from food, and they were begging him to stop.
Right.
And it took him 1.5 years to get his body back into the normal state of where he was, a healthy, functioning individual beforehand.
Oh my gosh, it took that long
Yes.
for him to, oh my gosh, to undo all of that.
Undo what he did in 30 days. Yeah.
What do you think of the word diet?
The first 3 letters of the word diet is die. We're not meant to live in restriction. That's one of the first things I do with my clients is unconfuse them.
Okay, okay.
And all the stuff they've been trained with, oh, what is good for me, what is bad for me, and not take those labels away. So the standard American diet, which then equals SAD.
SAD, that's
yes,
funny.
Standard American diet is just confused everyone with marketing and not, again, separating that relationship with their body and not just listening to what we need. Healthy food. So when you restrict and diet, it doesn't work. It will maybe give you a little fix, but over long periods of time, you're going to have disease symptoms.
Absolutely. Okay, so can you offer us some insider tips about how diet and nutrition impacts women, particularly around, say, sleep, stress, and therefore sexuality and sensuality?
Well, with our current state of distress and we're eating too much sugar. And sugar comes in all shapes and sizes. We got scared of fat in the 80s and the 90s.
Right.
We all went fat-free. So now sugar is like throwing water on your computer. It's taking away all the proper functions of the body. So it just shorts it out.
Wow.
So if your body's shorted out, it repairs itself at night when you're sleeping. So if you're not sleeping, you're not getting your REM sleep. And so no wonder you wake up exhausted, and then you go grab that cup of coffee first thing in the morning with the extra additives in it.
Right, with the caffeine and the sugar.
Yes, or the fake sugar.
Oh,
correct.
Right.
And so then that puts the body, starts the day out in a stressful situation. So it's just this Groundhog Day effect. Every single day you're going through this typical cycle.
And so that keeps you in a state that I guess it's difficult to really relax and sleep well at night.
Yes, your nervous system is too stressed from the sugar intake.
Got you. And then you don't sleep well, and then you need more the next day, and we become the Starbucks cycle.
The Starbucks cycle. Thus it makes $1 million a minute because that's what everyone needs for their quick fix.
Right.
Every 2 hours, it's a blood sugar, it's hypoglycemia. So your blood sugar drops, you want the quick fix, you go back up, the blood sugar drops, and then by 5 o'clock, the end of your day, no wonder you don't have energy to go to the grocery store, to go exercise, to go have fun with your family, and that's what life is about. So the 8 to 5ers, that's a really challenging on their bodies.
Oh, so I can't even imagine then the stress, just physically that we're causing ourselves.
Yes, our liver is right here, the right side of our body. It's the second largest organ. You gotta love your liver, and when we don't love it, love it. We gotta pat it and love it. And when we don't love it, it becomes congested, just like a stuffy nose. So when your nose is congested, it's bothersome. When your liver's congested, very bothersome.
Okay.
It's gonna back up into your gallbladder, your GI tract, leading to bloating, bowel distress, maybe. It can go a couple different ways, constipation or diarrhea. Probably not leaving you feeling very sexy. No, especially if you're a female. We all know what the word bloating is.
Yeah.
With what you eat, and if you have bloating within 30 minutes after you're eating, it could be a food allergy or the combination of foods that you ate or the quality of the food that you ate.
Oh, dude, and when I'm bloated, I so do not feel sexy or want to be close to anyone.
Don't touch
That's so perfect.
Yes, correct.
Awesome. Okay, and our final question, which is our randomly generated Gorilla Soapbox question. Let's see what you get. Oh. In what way do you particularly like to be playful with a lover or a partner?
Playful? Well, the G-rated version for my family.
Oh, nice.
Would be just the stolen hugs and glances and kisses that you just have throughout your life and day when you're least expecting it.
Yeah.
So that would be the G-rated version.
That's cute. R-rated?
Little PG-13 would be, of course, swimming naked in the ocean, for sure.
Oh, yay.
Yes.
That's so much fun.
Skinny dipping in our lovely ocean here in San Diego.
Excellent. Thank you so much. Really valuable information. And if you want to check out consciousnutrition.com, you can learn more about Heather's work with holistic nutrition and healthy happy hours. Sexual fun fact number 483.
What is a merkin?
Well, actually, a merkin is from the 1600s, and it's a wig that's worn over the pubic region. They were originally worn by prostitutes to either hide the marks of syphilis or because they would have removed their genital hair to eliminate lice. Hey, give me my merkin back! The Den recommend. Both eating and sex are clearly very pleasurable activities. Yet sometimes we have a mixed approach to pleasure. We seek it out, yet we also feel guilty, or we don't allow ourselves to fully experience pleasure. I have a great recommendation of a book on this just topic, The Pleasure Zone: Why We Resist Good Feelings and How to Let Go and Be Happy by Stella Resnick, Ph.D. Now, according to this book, there are 8 core pleasures the humans experience as part of our developmental history. There's primal pleasure, such as floating in the womb, the pleasure from pain relief, elemental pleasures, such as laughter, play, movement, and vocal expression, mental pleasures, emotional pleasures, sensual pleasures, sexual pleasures, and spiritual pleasures. The enjoyment of all of these are linked to our physical health, emotional well-being, spiritual nourishment, and relationship fulfillment. She describes in detail what all of these are, and each chapter ends with many options for you to personally experiment with the ideas she presents. So I brought Heather back out here for a new Den section called Why Sex is Better Than ... And since we're connecting it today to conscious nutrition, we're gonna do top 5 reasons why sex is better than Starbucks. Number 5, you don't have to worry about a latte mustache.
Number 4, your hormones and endorphins keep your body balanced instead of on a sugar roller coaster.
3, you don't have to leave a tip at the counter, unless you want to.
2, the buzz will last longer than an hour.
And number 1, you don't have to leave your home to get it. So, did this episode make you feel like you want to run to the refrigerator? I hope not. Instead, get a merkin and visit me at DrJennsDen.com or email me at Jennifer@DrJennsDen.com. So put on your prettiest merkin. Be kind to yourself. Well, we got all giggly too. We're like, liver! And then it's like we forgot the cameras. We were like, love your liver.
Let's pat it. Let's take a second. I should have said, let's take a second and pat it. Brought the audience.